guys, Corporal 24 here, Axis&Allies Global, using Ozteas 1941 setup with Hunter Jones, Sam Kenny, and John. Just finished America's and the Chinese second turn, and it is now UK's second turn. Okay, so let's get right to it. UK Pacific, I have $17. That's my buy. 3 men, 2 artillery, leaves me with 0. European side, I have $37. Airbase, transport, fighter, AA gun. I have nothing left over. Okay. So combat. I'm going to attack Burma. I'm going to take 2 men from India. And he will get help from attack bomber and a fighter. I'm going to take 1 guy in Persia as they go on this transport. So they'll go down 2 spaces. 1, 2. I'm going to land in French Madagascar. So I'll make that British. This mech from Belgium Congo is going to go up northwest. 1, 2 into French Central Africa. That will now become British. This fighter from Egypt is going to attack this wounded Italian battleship, and it's going to get help from another fighter from Ark Royal and the submarine 1, 2 through the canal. This man from Kenya is going to go east, attack that lone Italian infantry, but he's going to get help from our artillery in British Somaliland and another man. Okay. Going to attack this Italian Navy. There is 2 transports, a destroyer, and 2 cruisers. Fighter from Gibraltar, bomber from London, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 fighters from London. We have that air base. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they have 1 space of non-combat movement after. So I got 1 battle there. I got 1 there. Another 1 there. That was a walk-in. That was a walk-in also. And we had Burma. So let me make sure everything is copacetic before I start rolling these dice. I think that's it, boys. Let's get right to it. Let's do Burma. 2 1s. There we go. 2 1s. And that is nothing. Okay, here's my fighter. Zip. And here is my attack. Hit. Here is a 2 for the Japanese infantry. That is a hit. So I take Burma. I did lose a man. And Hunter was right. Those Japanese infantry, they're tough. They fight to the death. Okay, so Burma is now British again. We have this battle right here. I have 1 1, 2 2s, and there's 1 Italian infantry. Here's my 1. Miss. 2 2s. Come on, boys. Nothing. Here is a 2 for the Italian. That is a miss. British. 1 or less. Miss. 2 2s. Come on, boys. Nothing. Here's the Italian. Miss. Here is my 1 or less. Miss. And here are my 2 or less. Come on, come on. There you go. 1 hit. That's all I need. Here is Italian infantry. Miss. So I take Italian Somaliland with 2 men in artillery. I'll get a rundown. It's worth nothing, but it's strategic, I guess. Let's attack this Italian battleship. I have a first shot sub. I have 2 fighters. Battleship is already wounded. Here we go, right here, boys. Come on, submarine. Come on, 2 or less. I need 2 or less. Come on. Miss. Rats. 2 fighters. Come on. 2 3s. 3 or less. Right there. Boom. I just need 1 hit. Okay, here's the Italian battleship. Hit. So I take out the battleship, but I lose a sub. It's a good trade. And we have this battle right here. I'll get it on the board. There are 2 Italian cruisers, a destroyer, and there's 2 transports. Obviously, they have no defensive value. Cruisers, destroyer. RAF is coming in with 4 fighters and a bomber. Four fighters, 4 3s, a bomber, 1 destroyer, 2 cruisers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 4 3s. 1, 2. 2 hits. Here's my bomber. 4 less. Hit. Italian Navy is out. Destroyer, 2 cruisers. Here's a destroyer. Hit. And here's your 2 cruisers. 2 more hits. Ooh, you hit me 3 times. How about that, Sam? Okay, well, Sam rolled really good. I didn't take out his Navy, but I lost 3 fighters. 2 transports are dead. So on my 3 casualties, I'm going to take 2 fighters and I'm going to take a bomber. I have 2 fighters left over. Alright, I think that's all my combat. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yep. Okay, let's get right to non-combat. Fighter from Iceland. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna land in London. This British Navy from 109 is gonna go 1, 2. It's gonna join the American Navy off Morocco. And the sub is gonna come for the ride also. These 2 fighters are gonna land in Gibraltar. This British Navy in Season 76 is going to move up to 81. 2 destroyers, a carrier, and this transport from 76 is going to take this artillery and infantry from British Somaliland, and it's going to unload them in Egypt. 1 fighter from 98 is going to land in Egypt. Another fighter is going to go back to its carrier. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are going to move up to Belgium, Congo. This guy from Ethiopia is going to move up to Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. These guys from Persia are going to head east to Eastern Persia. I think that's about it. I do have a destroyer in 87. I want them 1, 2, let's see here. You know, that destroyer is going to stay there actually. Yeah. I think I'll leave that destroyer there for now. If you do try to attack this Navy, Sam, just want to give you a heads up. I will be putting an airbase on Gibraltar, so there will be a full scramble. Well, 2 fighters will scramble at least if you try to attack that Navy. That battleship also can't come out because this canal is closed because we occupy it now. So the battleship can't come into the attack. This guy from Ontario is going to go east. Fighter attack from Burma is going to land in India. I think that's it. Just want to make sure. Okay, fair enough. Air base is going to Gibraltar. AA guns going to Egypt. Fighters going to Egypt. Transport, Seazone 106. Pacific side, 2 artillery, India. 3 more men, India. Okay, Burma, 1 guy. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 British infantry in India, 2 Anzac infantry. I have 4 AA guns, British, 1 Anzac AA gun, 3 British mech, 4 British artillery, 1 British fighter, 1 British TAC. You have American fighter, 2 British infantry in Eastern Persia, Italian Somaliland, 2 infantry artillery, 1 infantry French Madagascar, Belgium Congo infantry AA gun, mech French Central Africa, 1 infantry Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Egypt, I have 5 British infantry, 1 French, 1 Anzac infantry, 3 mech, 1 French, 1 Anzac, 1 British, 2 British artillery. I have 3 British AA guns, 2 British fighters, 2 British tanks, Navy, transport, carrier with the fighter, 2 destroyers. Here, same position, destroyer and a French cruiser, French transport, 2 men. This season right here, off Morocco, 1 British sub, 3 British cruisers, British destroyer, British battleship, Americans, 3 transports, sub, cruiser, destroyer, 2 fighters that will scramble if this navy is attacked. Here we have 4 British infantry, fighter, artillery, 5 AA guns for the British, 1 British mech, 2 French infantry, artillery, French fighter, and British artillery. I don't know if I said that or not. Here, pretty straightforward, artillery, 2 men, AA gun, transport there. Okay, so let's do Pacific. Let's see, I'm up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, but there's a convoy, and I didn't save any money, so let's double check in. 5, 6, 7, 10, 14. I get no NOs. There's 1 convoy here. Okay, so 14, and here's the convoy. And he got me 3. Puts me down $11. UK Pacific, $11. Here, I start off with my base is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I have no convoys, so I'm at 34, plus I get my 1 NO, maintenance of the empire. 34 plus 5 is 39. UK, $39 after round 2, Europe side. UK Pacific, $11 after round 2. I will pass the torch on to Italy's second turn. Deuces, boys.